So we can see it's literally pumping live time. We can see it works live time right now. Even right now, you could have literally bought here and boom, you're already like, okay, so in this video I'm giving you a free guide to timing bottoms perfectly. So as you can see on this picture right here, timing bottoms like this isn't that hard as people say it is. Okay, people overcomplicate the shit. It's really easy actually. All you need is a few indicators, some common sense, and technical analysis. So this is part of my Memecoin mastery course, if you want to call it that, in my YouTube video playlist. So definitely some high quality content coming. So time every top and bottom with ease. We'll be using RSI, MACD, and support and resistance lines. Okay, very easy stuff. If you are new to meme coins, this will definitely help you out a lot. It will teach you a lot about technical analysis and shit that took me like, a few months to learn. You can get it all in one video. So let's get into it. So for this, I'm gonna take the coin Uranus and make some technical analysis on this coin that you would understand how this works. Okay. So firstly, we see the chart. Okay, we see a pretty strong chart. Okay, made a high at okay, what's that line? Made a high at 4 mil, came back to 2, 50% pullback, came up, touched the 9 mil, not 10, 9, so a little bit earlier than the round numbers, which is okay. Came back, made a bottom at 4 mil, which is the previous high. Okay, and then went on a new run and might still, go more. Now, how should we begin to, time the tops, the dips, I mean? Because this video is not for timing tops, this video is not for any trading strategy. This video is just how you can time dips as accurately as possible. So if you see a coin that you'd want to buy in, you don't buy in, just right now. You wait for a pullback to get a better entry. Okay, don't FOMO in, wait for a better entry and then enter, and then you'll get much better multiples. Now, how do we do it? Firstly, I'll show you the relative strength index. Okay, now obviously, first of all, you have to make sure the token is legit and that the website and the community or whatever it has is actually good and legit. It's not a rugpull and it actually has people working on it. So if that is all check, alright, if it's an established token with actually a good narrative, then we can talk about the dips. Okay, that means the coin will not just die out first thing. Okay, so we can see it. Let's zoom out a bit. Let's put it on 30-minute chart even, and we can see here, right? You can just go on the indicators, click here, and type RSI, and the first thing you see here, boom. Now it opened 2 for me, but that's what it's supposed to look like. We'll even take the volume off, and boom. Now, how does that work? Relative strength index means it's showing the token's volume. Okay, that's simply what it is. And as we can see, if the line goes like up here, it almost touched the 100 line, it went to like 95. That means the momentum is really up and it's having a pullback soon. Okay, meaning the momentum is really high and no coin can go up forever, right? It has to have pullbacks at some point. Now, we can see it was high here, came back, boom, right here, made the dip, and made a new high, and boom, you can see that the momentum is strong, so it has to have a pullback. If it's above this line here, right, so out of the purple area, then it's going to have pullback, and we could see the first major pullback right here. Okay, now I could have timed this by with a plain eye too, because just that this order block here was very clearly understandable. Usually the first thing you want to see if you're buying waiting to buy a bottom is the previous high. Okay, that's very clear that you can see it here. It touched 4.40 mil, so if I saw this coin at here and I was wondering where should I put the buy order, I would put it exactly at 415, maybe 420, maybe 430 even, to be safe, right? But as you can see, it touched exactly that and went on a new run. Okay, now that's the first thing. Okay, but I'm show you all three ways so you could get the most accurate buy. Now you can see here, it went down this middle line. It could be went down this line on some coins. You know, it depends on the token, but it went down, boom, and again we can see it's at the previous high and the momentum is low, meaning a buy here would be really good trade with a lot of potential multiples. As you can see here, boom, 3x. You could have gotten 3x if you bought it here. That's 74%. Like, look at this, bro. Look at the difference. Or even here, that's 2x, and right here it's 3x, almost 4x. Okay, so timing your buys is critical if you want to succeed in meme coin space. Even if the token goes up the same, you know, distance or the same amount, your buy and someone's other, you know, better buy or better buy could make all the difference. Okay, so you have to learn how to time your buys as best as you can, because otherwise you are not going to be a profitable meme coin trader. The MACD indicator, again, just write in MACD right here. I favorited it, and boom. Now this might be a little bit more simple, right? Maybe for beginners, and even, you know, as we can see here. Okay, so there are two lines. You don't need to worry about these volume bars here. They basically just show the, you know, overall tokens volume, buys and sells. So we can see if it if it's pumping, then it's on a green because a lot of people are buying here, right? So meaning the buy power is stronger. Okay, so that's why it goes up. And when people start to sell, meaning more people sell than buy, then this coin starts, you know, going down, right? We can even predict a little bit with these, because we can see that it starts slow, makes, you know, a high, and when we can see it dying down, then we can predict that it might be going down. Same with this. Okay, it's here, then it comes down, right, and then we can see it's dying a bit down, and boom, goes into buy. Same thing here. So it's like a, you know, slope, a mountain. So that's one thing you can look. But the most important things are these two lines here, the blue and the orange one. Okay, why? Because they basically just show the averages, you know, to say it simply. Okay, so how should we watch them? No need to worry about this here. The only thing you need to look is when the blue line crosses the orange, right? So as we can see here, it crossed it, boom, right? We can see it's on top of here, you know, on top of the orange line, and right as it crossed it, we can see it happened right. Let me get the pencil. Wait, where is it? Okay, look, right here. Okay, meaning right here you could expect it to go down. Okay, so that's when you might want to go out of the trade, alright? Or when you see the blue line, you know, getting a bit stuck here, because you can see it like just a wall game, right? Now, how could you time the bottoms though? Same thing, just, you know, the other way around. We can see the blue line being at the bottom, right? Orange at the top, and right when it crossed it, right? We can see it almost tried to cross it here also, but it crossed it about here. Boom, you could enter here, right? You didn't time exactly the bottom, but again, you could have used a order block right here, which would have been a really easy trade. But if you aren't sure and you want to see here, then you can see at this moment, you can see that the momentum is coming back, alright? Because yeah, it pumped, but look at this, that people were still selling more than they were buying, okay? But right here, people actually started buying, so right here would have been a much safer trade than here, because it could have still broke down and broke it, but right here you can see it has momentum, it has strength, and it's about to go on a new time high. Okay, so that's why this shows it. Boom. And second thing is here, right? We can see it fell a bit, right? Let's draw a line again. Boom, right here, right here. So right here you can predict that it's having a pullback, right? One thing is order block, and the second thing, boom. Here it's much better to see, because if we go like this, like look at it, okay? Exactly here, exactly at this point is where the bottom is, okay? It touched the order block and the orange line crossed the blue line at exactly this, and boom, look at this. Right as it crossed it, right as it touched the order block, boom. Because whales know that. That's why it works, because whales know that it works. And right as they see, because they want to get a good entry, right? Right as they see that it's hitting all these marks, all these signs that the token is about to, blow off, then they buy, they buy in, and boom, that's how a token goes on a run, okay? Same thing here. We can see it crossed here, right? We can see it had a bit of a pullback, and now the orange crossed the blue. So we can see it literally pumping live time. We can see it works live time right now. Even right now, you could have literally bought here, and boom, you're already like, I don't know, 10% up, okay? Whatever, but you get my point. Also, support and resistance lines. What are they? How do they work? Okay, so I can see you like very simply. Order block is basically just a support line. Okay, if you don't know what a support line is, this is the line where people are either selling or buying. Okay, so this is the line either when chart is on top of the resistance line or support line, then it's going to bounce on it. If it's under the line, then it's probably going to have a bit of a pullback at this, right? So it made a new time high. Boom. Wait, let me take this. Okay, so we can see that, right? We can see that it made a new time high, made a resistance. Now when it came back, it bought the previous order block. Okay, this red candle here, right? Came up, boom, 1.5 mil, had a bit of a resistance, right? People started to sell. It still broke through, made a new time high at 4 mil. Now, at 4 mil was the peak, okay? It came down for a bit and touched the previous high, okay? The previous time people were selling, now they are buying, okay? Now that they're buying, it goes back to the previous resistance line, meaning the top. Now people saw that it peaked at 4 mil, so if they bought here, they're already 2x up, and they know that okay, it's the previous high, I'm taking a bit of profits here, right? That's why it's having these red candles, that's why people are selling. It came here, had a bit of a pullback, struggled for a bit, and boom, went on a new run. Same thing, boom, made a resistance at 8 to 9 million zone, came back to the previous where people sold, now they are buying at this. Now when it tried to broke the previous high, then it had, you can see the red candle here, had a bit of a resistance, people started selling because again they're almost 2x up, right? Some people sold, whales keep buying, and boom, it went on another run. That's really as simple as it is. Okay, if you weren't familiar with these support lines I just showed you, these indicators I just showed you, please leave a like on this video. Or if you've already watched this video till the end, the 15-minute mark, then you're already helping me out massively, giving me watch time, giving me views. So I really hope I taught you something, I really hope you learned something, and things got clearer. You can leave a like if you want. If you don't, that's fine. My private trading group is in bio. I mean in the description, so all of my token calls, all of my, really good, meme coin training knowledge. I post a, lot of shit there. Whatever comes to my mind, meme coin related, tokens I buy, some, token analysis, things like this, technical analysis, whatever comes to my mind, whatever people ask for, I post here. So if you wanna take meme coin trading seriously, it's in your best interest to be in a group, in a community that actually helps you. We are here to help you and help you get better at meme coin trading. So that's why I made this group. Okay, I'm still on my journey to that myself too. So I'm literally documenting my journey live time on how I will become a profitable meme coin trader. So make sure to go check that out. If you don't, that's fine. But yeah, see you.